It's a great pleasure to be inviting our next coach to speak, Bruno, who has been teaching goal mapping now. I think probably even longer than P. I think P started in 2015. Bruno, when did you start sharing goal mapping? It's so good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, ciao, hello everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hear you good.
Yeah, I had your workshop in Trento in 2015, in October 2015.
Okay, so about the same time as P.
Yeah, it's the same time. IP, Uwe Paiva. And then I checked my first map was in 2015, then 2017 was a completely change, and 2018 completely changed my life. Because after 13 years in my valley, where I used to be tourist board director, I decided to change to go to another area, a more famous area, Madonna di Campiglia, which is one of the largest ski area in Italy. And there I became general manager of the lift company since 2018. So if you look, this map is my life map. In the center was a new energy, a new sun, and something that had to let me change my life. And after 6 months, 5 months, I was in Madonna for a new job, and I'm still here in Madonna. So I'm very happy that goal mapping gave me the courage to do this further step. Otherwise, I think I wouldn't do it.
And we both have had the same teacher, of course, in Bruno Ferrari. And
Yeah.
Italy's been in my heart for so many years. And it always feels like family when I'm seeing you, Bruno. And great whenever I come to Italy, managing to connect with you. And I'm just so impressed with the range of work that you've done with goal mapping, because you've used it in so many different ways and you've helped so many different types of people. I've got another of your maps here.
Yeah, this is a map I did during the COVID period.
Okay, during lockdown.
Yeah, during lockdown, so I had to get an inspiration not to shut down and not to get depressed. And I must say it has helped me a lot to think to the future, to set new goals. And almost the goals I set here were achieved. It was a good cooperation with my team, was do some walking and some fitness with my wife, to take care of my loved one, to buy a new mountain cottage, and to travel with my family. So after COVID, we had a new cottage. We flew to Australia. I had a good mountain activities and excursion activities, and my relationship in the family was very, very well.
Is that you and Daniela there doing
Daniela, yeah. Me and Daniela doing Nordic walking, Nordic walking.
doing the Nordic walking?
Yeah, this
So this was you doing the goal mapping. She draws better than you, I think.
This was during the COVID, was that map there. And we decided to use the time of lockdown. We were closed at home. And so we decided to, everybody did their goal map. And I must say that Lara, my daughter, she's my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my wife, and all of them have achieved their goal. So the most important thing,
super.
most important.
That's such lovely feeling. I like with P talking about her son.
But I have to underline what P said before, 100%. The most important thing is the system works. That's why it's easy. And so when you see that everybody say, I achieved the goals I put in my map, you are granted by this, because it's not me that made the success. We just gave them a system to achieve their goals. And that's powerful. And I have a lot of examples of success. Every time I do a workshop, especially in corporate groups, after 1 month, 6 months, I get an email where they send me the map they draw during the workshop and the picture in reality of the goal achieved, and that's really, really amazing, really, really amazing. So this is another picture with a friend of mine who bought in Italy the Nordic walking system. We decided he has formed a lot of coaches, Nordic walking coaches, but every year wants to give them something more. So we invented this mental coach. Let's say we combined the Nordic walking with goal mapping, and we called it brain Nordic walking. So the brain works instead of the physics. And he's a 4 days workshop. 2 days is run by me on goal mapping, and we develop the ability for them to make a goal map to understand the system. And 2 days is with a friend of ours who is a philosopher, so he's teaching philosophy at the university, and combines the different philosophy in the past to goal mapping and to goal setting. It is really powerful. And then everybody of this coach, they have a group of 20, 25 people. They go every week walking in the forest. And so they try to get from the athletic moment to a, let's say, a brain moment. So to creativity, to make changes in their life, and it's working very, very well.
Oh, fantastic. And you're in the Trentino region of Italy, and it's become such a big part of my own life that I'm wanting to be there every year for the skiing and the walking and the food, and I'm recommending it everywhere I go. And of course, you were doing the destination goal mapping with the tourist department. And I was very, very impressed with your work there as well. And of course, with Paolo, who also spoke on the Life Lifter Showcase, I think 2 months ago.
Yeah, I think that this one in one workshop, brain walking and Nordic walking together is really nice. But I think in destination is very powerful. How goal mapping can summarize in one paper thousands of papers of words, because sometimes you make brainstorming and then you have to make a report, long reports, 100 pages. Nobody reads them. Nobody go to look at them. But to summarize 150 ideas into 5 goals, into 3 purpose, into 4 or 5 action is really, really wonderful. And that's
because of the condensing to the essence.
And then people get concentrating and focusing on these aspects and don't lose their they say the way. So, and then comes more and more ideas, more and more projects, and this is helping quite a lot, especially when you have to put together a lot of people from different ages: hotel keepers, lift company, ski schools, rental shop, restaurants, hotels. It's really, really difficult to put them together, and goal mapping is helping quite a lot upon this.
And this picture we have here on the screen?
This was a workshop we did with Paola Larger in Sardinia.
Okay.
We were in Sardinia with
destination goal mapping.
Destination goal mapping, and they were very satisfied because everybody draw their goal map, and we must go back there to see what they have achieved. Because it was before COVID, maybe. This was during COVID.
I like this one.
Yeah, it was during
you look good in the mask.
This was with a company. They send young students abroad to learn English, German, and foreign languages. And before going, they make a workshop, and we did a goal mapping workshop for them. And then some of them wrote me back, I achieved my goals. It was a fantastic experience for me. And so they're very, very young, 18, 20 years old. and at the end is covered by there was a brother. One of these girls was 10 or 12 years old. He did an amazing job, a very nice map, and so he was very, very satisfied and proud. He showed the map to their parents.
And I see this one with the big foot.
Yeah, that's the last map we did for our destination for Madonna di Campiglio. We would like to develop sustainable projects to compensate the CO2 production. So our activities is emitting in the air CO2. We have calculated how many tons of CO2 we are emitting, and we would like to compensate this CO2 in green projects, certified green projects, to develop in the area. For example, to make new forests because we had a big storm some years ago, or to sustainable biodiversity in the area, to protect wildlife, some routes for children to learn about the nature. And that's the main project we want to invest every year in such projects. And
how many people? This was a team goal map.
Yeah, we were about 25 people.
Okay.
Yeah. And then this is a sub goal mapping of the first map. So
okay,
a big map, and then go down into different projects, sub projects. And now we are going to appoint a responsible manager for every map, so he can see how the works are working on, how people involve a smaller group of people, because 25 is a large number, but we are going to take smaller groups, 4 or 5 people working on this map, 4 or 5 on another map, and regularly we check what's going on, what we have to develop, what we can change the map, because we have decided to make something new. But as I told you before, is powerful, because is here to describe what's written here, you need 100 pages.
Yeah.
Probably that 100 pages, nobody will read it, and so it remains on the bookshelf or on the
it's
table.
One page with the key information, and when the team understand it, great way of communicating the goals.
Yes, this is about mobility, green mobility. So also here about green mobility in the destination, public spaces for parking, electric charger, and everything. So this is also quite important.
And this is for Madonna.
For Madonna, yeah, for the area. And this is about the ski lift, the ski areas, how to take away narrow pistes to improve the piste, to do something for families, to do also something better for the aesthetic of our buildings, to do some energy points, some Instagrammable points to reach and to go and make photo and picture of it. So
this goal map is like a project goal map.
Yeah, we have the one with the footprint is the first, let's say the
and then they're coming down,
and then we come down with 4 or 5 project maps, and we have a project manager on each map taking care. This is another map who is summarizing the maps before. So we want to be in the top 5 destination in the ski area in the world. So we are now 7th. We want to get into a class 5th position.
Now, I remember when this map was created, and I've skied in Madonna, and for anyone that wants a great skiing holiday, I'm just going to say Italy has to be the best place. I hope that doesn't upset any of my Scandinavian friends or German friends that may have a favorite skiing place, but I think Italy is just a fantastic destination for skiing. Madonna for sure is where I would be saying Madonna and Cavallese because it's in my heart. And when you created this map to become number 5, do you remember what the ranking of Madonna was in the ski rating?
Yeah, we were 19th.
19.
Last year we were classified 7th.
Okay.
But we must do some more work to get to the top.
Aim for the stars.
The number 1 is Kitzbühel in Austria, the number 1. Then we have Surfhausen, then we have Zermatt in Switzerland. So the competition is very, very tough. We have Whistler in Canada. So, but we want to achieve at least the 5th position.
Top 5 in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for you, you've achieved so much. It's been a privilege to know you as a friend. I think you're just a very caring person, and I've seen you share goal mapping with just so many different types of people, and seen how you are with your team and how you help people. What are your desires for the future for yourself? Where are you going? What are you aiming for, Bruno?
Yeah, as I am part of the Olympic Games, Milano Cortina Olympic Games, I will be involved in the Nordic activities, so cross-country, ski jumping, and Nordic combined. I would like to make a special project for the new generation, to involve them in this great event, but not just for the sport event, but for their future, for the legacy that must be beyond such events. So I would like to use goal mapping to involve the new generation to take their vision for the future, because we need them to be involved in a positive way, with let's say with the future in their eyes. And I think goal mapping will be a great chance for them, but also for the region altogether. So I want to start next spring with some small groups in order to test the situation. Then I hope we can do it in every resorts, in every destination involved in the Olympic Games 2026.
Fantastic. Me and Vicky will support you in any way you wish in that worthy mission there.
Yeah, I would like to do it in English, because it's also an experience for the young generation. All the young generation now, they speak fluently English better than me. And so
your English is great.
I will involve you. I will involve you.
And the same question I asked towards the end with P. Is there a message, a piece of wisdom that that you would like to share?
Yeah, I think that if we go on the website, you find a lot of opportunity on coaching but this system is so simple that especially children can do it, because they are open-minded. And as a system, I think is the only one I saw who works for every level. So from a top manager to the children, to a family, because is so easy to use it, to understand it, even if you don't know what it's behind, which a lot of things. It works also if you just start to draw a map and start to do it. Is really amazing how wonderful. What I think one point is for me is very important is to have a purpose. To have a purpose, because too many times everybody has got different goals, but if you don't have a demanding and a very powerful purpose behind, you will not achieve your goals. So it's not easy to define the purpose, because we sometimes fear to put on the paper. But that's what make the difference, in my opinion.
It was my biggest fear to admit to my purpose, because I knew that my life would change and I was a little afraid, but it's been the greatest thing for me. And it's brought me into contact with you and people like you, Bruno, and I'm just so thrilled to call you my friend. If there are people who would like to contact you afterwards, is
Yes,
it
of course.
okay that they contact you through the coach profile? I looked at your profile earlier and see all the contact information is in there, and if that's okay.
Yes, I'd be very
Fantastic.
pleased to
You are so inspiring.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for making the time to join this evening. Lots of love to you and your family. And I really hope we get to see you next winter when we will be in Trentino again in Italy.
For
Lots of love,
sure.
my friend. Take
Thank
care.
you. Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Thank you very much.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.